As we go to G20, Ted Alden, and as we look at Trump neo-mercantilism, do you look at it as a one-off of this presidency, or is there a permanency to the zero-sum trade attitude that the president elicits?
Yeah, I think we have moved into a new era. That's not to say that a future president would use the tariffs with the same aggressiveness that Trump has, but there's no strong constituency in the United States now for the old version of free trade. You look at where the Democrats are on this. They're upset that Trump took this issue away from him. They're upset that Trump took Ohio because he took this issue away from them. So if they regain the presidency, they're not going to go back and say, oh, gee, we were right about TPP, we were right about the WTO, we should just go back to the way things were. There is going to be a neo-mercantilism that survives into the next administration, no question.
Ted, what will be the main talk at the G20? I mean, we already saw a pretty isolated president. The last time world leaders got together, do they need to try and bring him back in? Because that's how you actually get something from the U.S. president. That's how you negotiate and you know, don't get put in the doghouse, really.
I mean, there's no evidence from the G7 or the G20 or any other international meeting that Trump wants to be brought back into the fold. I mean, I think the real game of the G20 here, which you've been rightly focusing on, is what happens between the U.S. and China. I think this is the last serious chance in this administration to try to put in place some kind of framework deal, like was done with the Europeans last summer, that allow negotiations to take place. I think if that doesn't happen this weekend, the two sides are digging in for a trade war that will run for the rest of this administration at least.